Sagittarius, welcome to your July 2024 messages for the month ahead. I always like to call in the information that helps get you happy and in alignment now, helps you get the information you need to take your next step towards your manifestation, and then, of course, enjoy the journey to your manifestation. And for those of you who are new to me, hi, my name is Kelly Lunt. I'm an intuitive channel. And if you guys would like a personal reading right now, the link for that is in the description down below. And I also go live every Tuesday for free on Instagram and Facebook. The links for all of those are also in the description down below. So Sagittarius, this is interesting. Your soul level lesson this month is like the Sun card. So that's where it's this utter self-acceptance of who you are, what you're good at, what you're not good at, aka the things you should be doing and the things you should be outsourcing. And this like bliss in life, and it's like that inner confidence of like, I can go after this and achieve it. And like what's crossing that though is the World Upright. And the World Upright is like the completion card, like a cycle has ended, okay? And I'm going to read this a little different than I normally do because this is a unique set of 3 cards to get out. On how this is playing out in your day-to-day life, like the human level lesson, is 10 of Air upright, which is like accepting that it's over so that you can start taking action in the new. Okay, so the soul level lesson is, I'm happy, I'm confident, I'm ready to start the new. What's crossing that is recognize and acknowledging that the previous chapter of your life is over. So that might be acknowledging that a relationship is over and you just need to like accept that it's over and start packing your bags to go towards the new that you want. It might mean, oh, I'm no longer like a GI instructor at college, so I can no longer have my professor check my back. I got to be the one to build a relationship with colleagues to check my back, or I got to be the one to say, no, I'm the expert on this topic and this is my official opinion. So it's like recognizing the previous chapter is over so that you can step into the new, whether that's leaving a relationship and go ahead and moving on. Because it's essentially like for this to come out in the day-to-day like human level, you don't want to sit there and go, well, maybe they just need a couple more days to think about it because this is a big move. Maybe they'll like come back around. Or like, oh, maybe my old professor just got a little busy. When like, no, the old professor's like, they're a professor now. They got to be the one to do this. So just a little bit of a need to like acknowledge that the previous chapter of your life is concluded and it's over and it's time to like confidently step in to the new. Is there anything else there for them? Okay, so the reason why it's a little hard for you to like completely pick your bags up and like move forward is because there's something about it that doesn't feel balanced. And so that can play out in 2 ways. If you're the one that you feel was wronged, like, no, they hurt me, they owe me an apology, or they should help me. It's like you're looking for them to help give you your emotional sense of completeness, your emotional validation, when sometimes it's just got to be I'm never going to be satisfied with how they treated me in that relationship. And now I know I'll never allow that to happen. I'm going to not let that mean anything about me, my sense of self-worth, or what I can expect in my next relationship. I'm going to pack my bags and move on. Or in which case, if you're at the place of where it's, oh my God, I see how much they gave me. They helped me they paid for my college. They took care of all of this. And now I'm the one who got the fancy job cross country and they don't want to move and I'm just going to pack my bags and move. So it's like what's hard is that it just doesn't feel fully balanced to you. And it's just more about acknowledging that like there was a lot of love between you and this person. You guys were lovers. But guys, like sometimes this is in my Becoming Who You Really Are course. There's seasons, reasons, and lifetimes. The season's over. And even if you like get married to someone, sometimes someone dies. When like you got married as high school sweethearts, they died in the 30s. Like that season's over. I'm sorry. It doesn't feel good to say that. But that's why it's so hard for you to kind of like move on and start the new chapter. And that makes sense, guys. Okay, in the recent past, it does look like something came in with quick speed. You got the Knight of Air there. So you got some like options, you got some opportunities presented to you, and it came in like unexpectedly or quicker than you would have thought. You've applied, thought it would take 6 months, but it only took 6 weeks, and you're like, oh my God, I thought, you know. So stuff came in quickly. Right now, whatever came in, you got the star card. So it's like it is like oh my God, I've been working so long and so hard for this, and it's finally here. It's happening. And going to the near future, you got the Devil card, which is often commonly stereotyped as the sex card. But this is probably why you feel a little guilty leaving this person behind in the dust. Because it is also like the pleasure card, like I have been wanting to go feed the turtles since I was a little girl. I can't not have this experience because he wants to get married and have kids now. But then it's like, oh, but he paid for my college and all of this, and he's the only reason why I even have this opportunity. Who am I to leave him? So you are kind of starting to like embrace, I want this like pleasurable thing. Okay, but Spirit, you got to give him some advice on this to like patch things over with that relationship, how to keep them as they move into the new one, or how to move on gracefully. There's always going to be love between you and that person. And it's kind of recognizing that that person actually likes being a financial provider. They derive enjoyment from it. They like see something that's so easy for them to have. They love seeing the huge impact it has on other people. Like, wow, I would have never have thought like $1,000 a month would provide someone that much stress relief and allow them to soar that high. So there's even a sense of accomplishment in their energy of you hitting the success. No, they don't like that the relationship is over, okay? But there is a wow, so that's what they did with that. And sometimes people aren't willing to like admit that out loud, because they got ego and conditioning. They're not willing to go, yeah, I didn't. But like they derive a lot of satisfaction out of being a financial provider. And essentially right now you're being a little too frivolous with the opportunities presented to you. It's like, well, if I got it this once, I could surely get it again, right? Yes, you can always manifest stuff. But sometimes that exact same type of opportunity doesn't come back. So if you've been wanting, like, I've always been wanting to feed and study the turtles ever since I was a little girl, if you got that opportunity now, don't treat it like I can manifest this again. Because the next time around, it might be, well, you could watch the birds in South Africa with us. It's going to be unpaid. So you might be able to manifest similar opportunities, but don't treat this opportunity frivolous and like I can just get it again. And don't treat, actually, that's okay there. What do they need to hear? We need you to hear that there are sometimes opportunities you get because of your youth or because of the job title you have or because of who you're dating. And it's so easy to go, well, this is just what life is like. I'll take this opportunity the next time it comes. Kelly was once working an old job back when she lived in California where she didn't fully realize that the startup company she was at had access to mega multi-millionaires and billionaires even. So when they would come into the office and flirt with her, she would just jump to the assumption, the conclusion, this is what all men are like. This is what all men are like. She got a rude awakening when she went to her next 2 jobs after that. It was, oh, that was a special opportunity and I didn't realize that. I thought all men had this. So that's just what we needed you guys to hear, to recognize that this opportunity is special and for you, and this is a good, auspicious time to take this opportunity up. That was just the spirit guides wanted to chime in a little there, Sagittarius. So in terms of your personal power this month, it's recognizing, there's a little bit of recognizing the truth of a situation, Ace of Air. So there's a little bit of, oh, they actually just wanted a good little girl who behaved because they paid. So it's kind of like it's going to be like a little bit of a brutal kind of awareness where you become aware of like, oh, that's what they liked and wanted out of this relationship. That will make it easier for you to move on. We're like, oh, well, they can just go be a provider for another young girl. And it's just recognizing, though, that because of the conclusion and the ending of the previous chapter, that the start of the new one is going to have a little bit of a wobble because you're going to have to like start something new, which does feel insecure. Anytime you do something new, you don't know what to expect. So there's going to have that wobble there, and you're also not going to have the support of that person there with you. So like This is where you got to self-soothe and be like, it's okay that I feel this wobble. I'm doing something new. At the same time, I lost a huge support system. Gosh, a new developing support system would be nice, universe. I'd like to feel as smooth as I can as I transition through this. So you're gonna wanna do this kind of like soothing type affirmations and just like take care of your emotions as you go through this. So it looks like those around you, influences from the outside. This is interesting. It's the Six of Water, which is like the nostalgic card, looking in the past, romanticizing it. So there's a little bit of, I bet outside people, and maybe even the person that a relationship might be ending with is, oh, do you remember when we first started dating? Or if it's not a romantic relationship, oh, do you remember when you first worked here? You didn't even know how to do this, and then I trained you and taught you. So they're kind of trying to look how long we've been together to get that, like, do you really want to give this up? So it looks like outside people, and it might be outside people outside the relationship, like the, oh, remember when you guys first met? Here's where you were. Now here's where you are. So it looks like other people are just trying to look where, like, just remember those good old days. And it's just be aware that like those people are afraid of the change too. And instead of like embracing a new phase of their life, they'd rather just kind of like cling on to the past. Sorry, whatever you guys are going through though. Endings are never fun, even if you're the one leaving. I kind of actually prefer to be the one being left than being the one leaving. Because when you're the one leaving, then I don't like doing that. I'm like, oh, I'm leaving them and they're heartbroken. But when they leave me, it's like, oh, you're done? Okay, here's your stuff. Goodbye. Universe, give me my next chapter. They said they didn't want it anymore. Okay, in terms of your hopes or fears, well, you are really at this place of like, oh my God, I'm actually getting the opportunity I wanted. Like, I'm actually good enough to be picked to be the one to go study the turtles. So you are at this place of like awe-inspiring, like, oh my God, I'm good enough. I got the opportunity. In terms of your outcome, it does look like however things start and however things end, it's gonna be loving communication with that. So know that with like a, like, hey, listen, we have such a rich history, and I'm very well aware that I know I wouldn't have this opportunity without you, and I just love you so much for the time we had together, this, that, the trips, and how much you supported me, and that you're the one that even got me this opportunity. I just, in my heart, I know I will like always regret it if I don't go and take this opportunity. I completely understand if you move on while I'm gone. I would like to reach out to you when I'm back to see if something would be possible, but like I just know in my heart that I wouldn't be able to fully go all in with you. And like, I know that we can go all in and have a family and do that and it'd be a great life. But like, let's always have this missing piece in my heart. And like, they're going to be more loving in their communication back to you. So however this is going to go out, there's going to be loving communication about it. All right, so I hope this reading helped you, Sagittarius. Give it a thumbs up. Give me a comment below. It's way more fun for me when you guys are engaging. And if you would like to be more up close and personal with me, you can, of course, book a personal reading. The link for that is in the description down below. You can also come hang out every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I go live for free with free mini reads for people on Instagram and Facebook. The links for those are down below. But I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.